There are a lot of tier 10s available in World of Tanks, and each one of them has its own playstyle capabilities and obviously is very different from another. And because of that, it's tricky to say what is the best tier 10 for you. If you want a hull down tank with great armor and mobility, maybe the Kron. If you want a high alpha bonking vehicle, go for the 60 TP. If you want a lower DPM auto reloader with fantastic mobility and armor, the Rinocerante. There are so many great tier 10s, but in today's video, we are focusing on the easiest and best beginner tier 10 to get, which in my opinion is the IS-4. This is the first tank I ground on World of Tanks, and I can say that for you, it's also probably going to be your best choice. Why? It's got solid DPM, it's got incredible good heat pen, it's got good mobility, and fantastic armor. When you pair these things together, it is easily one of the better tier 10s. I don't think I need that much HE on this tank. I am going to load a decent amount of heat shells. So let's talk about the vehicle's overall characteristics to begin with. Let's start off with the gun. 440 damage per shot, pretty decent. 258 mils of standard pen, and 340 on the heat. This is obviously more than enough to cut through anything in front of you, which is really nice. Makes it the highest heat pen for a heavy apart from the VK72, which has 350 mils. While its accuracy and aiming time aren't anything incredible, it does have decent DPM, especially with just a rammer sitting at just shy of 3,000, which is more than enough to get the job done. It has a ridiculous amount of HP at just shy of 3,000. Even if you're not running a Bond improved hardening, you can still get it to like 2890 if you're running just a normal hardening in the HP slot, so you'll be fine there. Mobility wise, it's decently mobile. 46 km per hour top speed, 17 in reverse. I am running a T3 turbo, but even without it, you're still going upwards of 40 km per hour. It's a fairly mobile tank, really not an issue there. So it's a mobile, heavily armored, high penning tank. And because of that, there's very little situations you'll find yourself in where the Rhino is actually going to struggle. And making our way over to the armor of this tank, we can get an idea of what it looks like. So on flat ground, it's about 260-ish mils on the upper plate, up to 270 if you get to the higher parts. It's also got this little troll, viewport here that it is weak if you shoot the center, especially if you load like heat, but if you miss and you hit any of these outer angles, you're going to bounce because of the way it's designed. So it's a little troll. These corner cutouts are very effective, as we can see. Even angled like this, there's upwards of 320. So don't think that you can just pen an IS-4 if it's angling its sides. In fact, angled properly, an IS-4, as you'll notice, is it's pretty dang hard to pen. I mean, you can easily over-angle this tank, and it is still very effective armor, especially because it's got these tracks on the bottom of the vehicle that are about 240 thick. So yeah, the armor on the IS-4 is pretty dang solid. You might have to load heat to actually guarantee the pen. And by the way, the turret on this vehicle is classic Soviet. Look at how red it is. There's nothing you can pen with standard. And even loading gold, it's still very troll. You can see the mantlet is very thick, and the edges are still 320. I mean, this is just a ridiculously well-armored vehicle. It's fantastic at side scraping because its sides are 160 thick. Yeah, the IS-4 is no joke. It is an absolute beast. There you go. Had to fix my camera. But yeah, it's an absolute beast. It really is. So we're obviously going to play some battles in the IS-4 and see how it does. But as I said, personally, I think this is a fantastic beginner vehicle because when you have that level of armor paired with a solid amount of mobility, a gun that hits hard and has great penetration and DPM and everything, there's just nowhere you can really go wrong in this tank. I mean, sure, it doesn't have the most gun depression, but that's fine. You don't need to learn every hull down position when you're a beginner. You need to learn the basics. You need to get into a spot, you need to side scrape, and you call it a day. So here we are getting into game 1 on Ruinberg. And this is an alright map. Now we do have a Chieftain T95 up against us, which is really cringe. But I guess we'll see how that works. So the FE201 is going to be a little bit of a cringer. They have 2 TVPs, a Blizgavica. Yeah, they got a lot of deadly tanks. But thankfully, because we have so much HP, I mean, look at that. We literally have more hit points than a German super heavy next to us. And we have more mobility, and we have a better gun in terms of penetration, and probably even DPM. Actually, I don't know about DPM. That tank does have fairly good DPM if you're running it properly. But, yeah, this tank, it's just really nice. Plus, I think it looks amazing. This legendary camo is absolutely fantastic on the tank. So, yeah, overall, just a really, really nice vehicle in that regard. So we're going to use that T3 Turbo to get fairly aggressive here, and we're going to see what we can do. You'll notice power to weight wise, yeah, the IS-4 is not the best. I never expect it to be, but it's not the biggest deal ever because it does have so much armor. You don't really rely on the power to weight to get the job done. We are going to go wide here. And I'm just going to push right up with the rest of the team, and we're going to see if we can get some early game bleeds out. Well, we got the enemy TVP. Not really sure what he's doing, but we get a pen out. Interesting. All right, well, we're just going to chill right here. I mean, there's no world where that IS-7 pens me, so we're just going to wait, and let's see if that BZ tries to poke. I'm going to load gold because I know that I can't pen the BZ if he pokes with standard. All right, let's move up a bit. Let's see, that player's dead, and I'm going to move up. There you go. Nice, we got a bounce. My teammate does bleed a little bit, but I'm going to move right over here. Beautiful. All right, so we got the Bliskavica in front of us, and, well, we can actually pen him right through the superstructure. Again, 340 mils of heat goes burr. And that's what I love about the IS-4. So we have the BZ trying to shoot at me. He loses a very, very sizable chunk of his health. We're going to aim in. There you go. Another 460 roll into his vehicle. Pretty good stuff. I'm hoping the Panzer, yes, the Panzer is going to make his way up here and support me, which is always nice. We're going to aim it on the Bliskavica again. I don't think he's enjoying my my tank's gun. If you were in any other vehicle, there's no way. Okay, game. The HE of a 183 just rolled me for 900 health. Thank you, Wargaming. We love this game. Nothing you can do about that. That's not even the IS-4's fault. That's just Wargaming not balancing HE properly. But, oh well. Let's see. We got the BZ over here, and is he going to poke it? He does. And there you go. 370 shell right into his hatch. We are getting out some very, very nasty bleed so far. We have the IS-7 on the side over here. We're going to aim it on the IS-7. There you go, 480. We are already at 3,000 damage. I mean, think about that. That's a lot. We are at 3,000 already. And we're not having any slowing down anytime soon. Let's see if the BZ's still over here. No, but they do have a Chieftain T95, who we managed to hatch. Well, how's that for you? All right, well, the Bliskavica misses me. He gets hit as well. All right, we're going to aim it on the Chieftain T95 again. I do not feel bad at all having heat loaded against a Chieftain T95, to be completely honest. That tank is cringe. Nope, shell goes high. Obviously, with our dispersion, we are not going to be hitting the enemy Chieftain all too easily. I'm going to load AP at this point because I don't want to burn through my ammo, and the hatch on that vehicle doesn't really get any weaker or, you know, stronger if you're loading heat versus AP. It really just depends if you hit it or not, okay? Well, I just want to save those heat shells for when we need them, and right now we don't. We get a little bit of assistance for getting that Chieftain shot, and nope, shell goes low. I mean, again, this tank is not accurate, and that's one thing you will have to live with, but at the end of the day, you have so much armor on this vehicle that you're not going to really have to worry. Try to hatch the BZ, not able to get it out, but you can see the enemy is about to get rushed by our entire team. So let's aim in on the Chieftain. Nope, still goes high. However, yeah, they're about to be dead. We're going to reload just a little bit longer. 3, 2, 1, and let's see. Bonk! Oh, well, it doesn't make a difference either way. The BZ's dead, and this was a very, very easy win. We assisted a decent amount of damage, which is always nice. Not able to clear him. We are just going to make our way towards the enemy spawn. They have a grill, a 261, and that's about it. So I don't even know if we're going to get more damage out, but we already did about 4,600, almost, yeah, actually 4,700 combined, so I really can't get mad about anything. We still had 2,000 health left, and the only health we bled was a freaking HE that didn't even pen us for 1,000. I'm sorry, Wargaming, but if you're going to nerf HE mechanics, but you're still going to allow a vehicle like the 183 to non-pen a shell on your roof, like, that's all I can say. But, oh well. We had a solid result here, and as I said, it's a great example of the IS-4's capabilities. I didn't break a sweat once, and we didn't really have to worry. Like, sure, the Chieftain FE21, super strong tank, very hard to deal with, and, you know, hull down, it's the most cringe vehicle in Tier 10, that's what people always say. But you have to remember that Chieftain could not pen me either. The IS-4 has basically no hatches. I mean, it does have weak spots on the turret, but, like, look at it. Like, where are you going to shoot it? That's your weak spot there. Like, good luck. Seriously, good luck hitting that. Especially if you're using gun depression, like, yeah, you're just not hitting that weak spot, like, ever, where the Chieftain does actually have a hatch, so I'd say the Chieftain weak spot is bigger than the IS-4's. I mean, that right there is the hatch. Good luck hitting it. I'll watch. It's not even worth it to shoot at it. You'll have a better chance of, like, slamming a shell onto the turret cheek, or, I don't know. I just personally try not to fight IS-4 if I don't have to when it is in a proper position, because it is such a hard vehicle to dig out. So let's make our way over to the heavy flank, and we'll see what we can do. This is a pretty solid matchup, but they do have 2 Jagdpanzers and a VK-72, which means that, well, we got to be careful here. I do want to play aggressive, though. I think I can get away with it, honestly. I'm hoping that we can accelerate up. I'm driving on this road because it should act as hard terrain, which means that we can get up to our top speed a little bit faster. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. And we'll see. I mean, right now we're chilling at around 40, which isn't bad. The fastest heavy they have is really a Conqueror, apart from like tier 8s, but I don't really mind tier 8s. My lower plate's about 240 base, so even if a tier 8's aiming at me, it's going to be quite hard to actually cut through my vehicle. I'm going to go wide for now. I think that's the best play to make, and then we'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear. So let's go over here. We got the enemy Conqueror spotted, and that doesn't really worry me at all. We're just going to go all the way over here like so. And this should be a fairly good position for us. We have the T-30, we have the VK-72. We're going to have to load gold if we even want a chance of penning the VK. And obviously that shell didn't go where I wanted it to. Great play, IS-32. Absolutely amazing. You know, you got him good. Well, we got the T-30 in the back, and we're not really able to hit that T-30. Oh, I'm the only one here. Okay, that's incredible. I'm actually the only one here. Wow. I just realized that. What a dookie team, bro. What a dookie team. Thankfully, because we are running a turbo on this tank, we are fairly mobile, and we can fall back a bit. I just can't believe I actually have 0 support. Like, that's the saddest thing I've seen in a hot minute. Well, we got the VK looking at us, but he's not able to slam the shell into our tank. I think sitting here is more than adequate, if you ask me. We'll see what we can do, though. We will see. I'm just going to poke this. I mean, we have decent reverse. We got the T-30. Got the Yag. Let's aim in on the Yag. And bonk. There you go. Nice. 455 shot. So, I don't know how long we're going to be able to hold this, but honestly, I'm going to see if we can just hold this as long as possible. Because it'll be a great example of the IS-4's holding potential. There's a 1,050 bounce from the Yag. Again, the armor on this tank is quite hard to deal with. It is literally me holding an entire enemy flank right now when you think about it. It's kind of crazy. And we can just sit here. We can chill. I don't think the enemy's going to be able to do much to me. We got the Yag, and nope, not able to hit him at that angle, but that's fine. I got 9 heat shells left, which is more than enough. Yep, there you go. T-30 bounces me. Not really much of an issue there. There you go. 512 into the enemy Yag. Not bad. We reload again. We did get spotted, but not really that much of a worry for me. We're just going to even on the Yag, and there you go. 380 into the Yag. We've already taken him down a decent amount of health, and he doesn't really want to fight me. I'll be honest. I doubt he wants to fight me. All right, well, we're just going to keep waiting here. I mean, again, what do you do to an IS-4 in a position like this? The answer is nothing. You just kind of watch. So, oh, we are spotted. Oh, the T-30 does pen me, but to be fair, he had my lower plate. That's just classic bush mechanics, not really giving me proper camo. But, oh well. We got the Conqueror. Oh, we got the Yag poking again. Let's see if that Yag allows me to hit him in the hull. No, it doesn't look like that's the case as of yet. Alright, well, I'm just going to fall back a bit, and we're going to see if I can get into a little bit better of a position. Oh, there's the T-30, finally spotted. Let's see. Let's see. If the T-30 is detected, let's load in an AP shell, aiming, and bonk. There you go. Nice 447 damaging shot. Pretty good stuff. I mean, I kind of expected the T-30 to be sitting there, so it's not much of a surprise to me. Oh, there you go. T-30 moves up, which is fine. Fine with me, because we're able to push a little wide, possibly. Let's see. T-30 gets hit by artillery. We are spotted, but not that big of a deal. Got the Gonkovica over here as well. We're just going to push wide, and we're going to aim it on the side of the Conqueror. And there you go. 416 into his tank. Pretty good stuff. And he gets shot. Nice. The Conqueror misses me. And let's see. We got the T-30 over here. Got the Yag. I'm going to load in a heat shell to try and pen the Conqueror. And there you go. 420 damaging shell. T-30 is going to look at me. Or not. I don't really know what the T-30 is looking at, but he gets bled a lot, so not really that much of a problem for me. Got the Conqueror in front. See ya. There you go. Pretty good stuff. Jagdpanzer's aiming at me. Yeah, good luck, bro. Good luck penning a IS-4 in the turret. I mean, it's just insane. It really is. Like, we are already at 3,000 damage block this game. We've held the enemy, and there's not much they've really been able to do to us. Let's move up. Let's see. Oh, VK bounces me. Not that big of a deal, though. The Gonkovicha is making a very aggressive play, and I'm not sure if I agree with that. I don't really want to fight the VK, to be completely honest. Not from this current position. There you go. Long live the enemy T-30. Pretty good stuff, okay? I mean, we've literally single-handedly held the entire enemy flank at this point, which is insane when you think about it. We're going to go back to loading heat. I was going to fire AP. Yep, Yag bounces me again. Not surprising at all. Let's see. The Yag is obviously trying to bounce the Gonkovicha. Doesn't matter. We clear him. Pretty good stuff. How you doing there, VK? How you doing, buddy boy? Well, we're going to reload. 2, 1, and bonk. There you go. 487 shot into the VK, and we're up to 4,400 damage. All I did was flex back. We've blocked 5,000 damage this game, guys. 5k. All I did was fall back. As I said, it's literally impossible to dig out an IS-4. And all you need is, like, one teammate for support. And what are you going to do? Like, seriously, what are you going to do to counter it? We're going to... we'll stick on heat. There's no reason to not have heat loaded. We're just going to get behind the VK here, and we'll see what he's doing. Hello, VK. There you go. Nice 469. Wow, he rolls me for 900. Now, the problem is we have no premium shells left, which is a bit of an issue. However, I'm not too worried because we can overmatch his side just like that. Now we're going to make our way right over here, and, well, I don't really know what he's going to do, to be honest. Nothing is the answer. There you go. Long live the enemy VK-72. We got a Centurion right in mid in front of us, so I'm hoping we can shoot the Centurion. There you go. 525 damage into his tank. We know where the enemy artillery is, so let's just head right over there. Artillery has to be in this far corner, so we're just going to drive up the hill. We blocked 5,000 damage. We did 6,000 damage. And I don't think I need to say much more for the IS-4's case. I mean, people can disagree with what I have to say, but the IS-4 is easily one of the best tier 10s in the game. I don't think there's much of a disagreement that can be said there. We're just going to... Oh, there you go. And we're not able to hit the ball shot, Dion. Unfortunate. Oh, wait a sec. Nah, we had like a tiny little bit of his hatch, but I don't really think it matters all too much. So 2 back-to-back games, 2 incredibly fast, easy, proper positions. And obviously, you need to keep in mind what you're doing. You got to keep an eye on the minimap. You got to see where your teammates are. And you have to know where the right position to go is. I saw, okay, I don't have much support from my team. And even though I'm in such a strong matchup against tier 8s, there's not much I can do. In fact, we didn't even fight any tier 8s. We fought a Conqueror and a Yag and a VK-72. So we didn't even really farm the tier 8s. And that was only a second class, by the way. So it really is just such a fantastic vehicle. We did 6,000 damage, and I mean, we just sat there, and the enemy could not do anything to us. So, yeah, in my opinion, the IS-4 is easily the best beginner tank for anybody that is getting into the world of tanks. I think the line is solid. The ST1 is really, really nice. It's a fantastic hull-down heavy. The KV-4, very solid, you know, top gun. The 107mm ZIS features crazy good pen. 289 mils of premium on a tier 8 is incredible. And it means that you don't need to worry too much about penetration. The whole line's great. So, yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. How much did we average today? Yeah, 4,600. Bye-bye.